Your Excellency, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. Let me first commend and thank the Saudi authorities for their kind invitation and the arrangement made to facilitate our stay. I warmly congratulate the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for hosting COP16 and organizing this event on the Saudi Green Initiative. It's a powerful symbol of communication and powerful symbol of commitment that a major oil-producing and desert country takes on a leadership role in combating desertification and drought by designing concrete programs for reforestation and land restoration, energy transition, and we saw also the green hydrogen and all this program and emission reductions also with the ambition of achieving net zero emission by 2060. I commend the 80 initiatives already launched under the Saudi Green Initiative, supported by a funding of 700 billion riyals. Similarly, the regional effort within the framework of the Middle East Green Initiative is indeed appropriate as major environmental problems ignore borders and require joint solutions. In this regard, and in accordance with the theme of our panel, I would like to make the following remarks. First, sharing Saudi expertise in reforestation and land restoration with African countries that are members of the Great Green Wall Initiative, with the support of the Secretariat of the Convention to combat desertification and drought. As a reminder, 65% of Africa's arable land is degraded. Second, support for small agro-silvopastoral projects that contribute to the protection and restoration of biodiversity, particularly in rural areas. Third, promoting partnership with initiatives and organizations such as the International Drought Resilience Alliance, the Global Center on Adaptation, and the Business for Land Forum to share best practices in innovation and sustainable financing. Fourth, adequate funding for the Africa Adaptation Acceleration Program, the AAAP. This AAAP is a joint initiative of the African Development Bank and the Global Center on Adaptation, with the objective to mobilize $25 billion over 5 years to accelerate and scale up climate adaptation measures on the continent, including through green projects. I must stress that developing countries are financing most of their green projects by resorting to debt in the absence of the financing agreement under the UN Climate Change Convention. Number 5, support for better understanding of carbon credit market mechanism to make them more transparent and equitable for developing countries, particularly in Africa. I recall that during COP27 on climate change, African countries have launched the African Carbon Market Initiative for a target of 300 million carbon credit per year. The UN ECA, African Development Bank, and Afri-Exim Bank are already working on implementing this initiative through the African Carbon Support Program and the African Business Forum. 6, the last but not the least, beyond funding, Africa has 2 structural needs when it comes to climate finance. First, strengthening institutional and human capacity in mobilizing and structuring climate finance. Indeed, there is a need to have a massive number of African institutions accredited to international climate funds, as well as a critical number of African experts in climate financing, engineering, and investment, finally. Second, deep and better concessional borrowing terms in both interest rate and maturity to achieve more impact in tackling climate priorities, eradicate poverty, and avoid debt bottlenecks. The Maki Sall Foundation for Peace, Development, and Dialogue, which I launched last April, is already to contribute to our common effort to protect our environmental with adequate adaptation finance. Once again, I congratulate the Saudi authorities for their strong commitment to sustainable development through the Saudi Green Fund, and I thank you for your attention.